One of the reasons why it's handy to have an equilateral triangle formula is in case you're not super fast at using 30, 60, 90 triangles, it's going to come in handy and it's going to make you much more efficient. Let's pretend we had an equilateral triangle whose sides were equal to 10. If we needed to find the area of this, using the formula for a triangle of area equals 1/2 base times height, we need to know what the height is. We know the base is 10 because being equilateral, all the sides are the same, but we need this height. And in order to do so, we would say, well, we have a 60-degree angle there. I'm at the hypotenuse. If I go to the short leg, I'm going to have a 5. And then if I go to the long leg, I need to multiply by √3. Or maybe you would just say, forget 30, 60, 90 triangles. I have 10, 10, and 5, and you would use the Pythagorean theorem to find that. Either way, it's going to take a little longer than it needs to. Then what we do is we would say, well, the area equals 1/2 of the base 10 times the height, 5√3. Half of 10 is 5, and 5 times 5√3 is going to equal 25√3. Great. But there's a much faster way to do it. So let's learn the formula. There are two formulas. The real formula is given as this, with the s squared over 4. Even though this other formula looks more complicated, it's the one that I use because for me, it's far faster. Let's see how it plays out. In the first example about the 10, where we know the answer is 25√3, if we square 10, we get 100. We divide it by 4, we know that that's 25, and we stick a square root of 3 on it. So this whole thing is going to be 25√3, just like we found out a moment ago. Now that's all well and good if you know what s squared divided by 4 is. I know what 12 squared is. It's 144. But I actually don't know what 144 divided by 4 is off the top of my head. So I would either need to reach for a calculator or do some old school long division. Same thing. I run here. I don't even know what 24 squared is. Nor do I know what 18 squared is. Actually, I do because I graded all those tests and I know it's 324. But if we use the other formula, we're going to find that we can do things a lot quicker. So s over 2 all squared